All right, good morning, guys. It is Tuesday, November 30th. Welcome to Habit, Skills, and Attitude. Today, we are going to talk about developing the need, and we're going to talk about why different people need our products. So go ahead and take out your notebooks because these are going to be some really good notes that when people give you certain objections, you can use these as rebuttals. So the first category is retired people. Why do retired people need our products? For one, they don't want to be a burden on their families. For two, they are concerned about outliving their retirements, and illness would dramatically cut into those retirement funds. The last thing they want to do is deplete them. If their family had to care for them, how would it affect their incomes? Their sons and their daughters, that would totally potentially wipe them out as well. So they don't have to dip into the principal of their investments. They typically live on a fixed income. So there's not much wiggle room there when it comes to, providing for their family when a bad illness hits. And their chances of getting cancer or having heart disease or having a bad fall that leads to really bad injury are a lot worse. Next is single parents. They're the breadwinner. Without their income, there's no income. Sick leave and disability will not allow the parent enough money or time to be with a sick child 24 hours a day. Single parents are more than likely to have more expenses, childcare, travel, etc. An issue with one of their children would be the same as it happening to them personally as far as finances go. It allows them, this would allow them to get the best care for their kids without worrying about the financial aspect to it. And if something happens, they have to travel for treatment. They have to figure out somebody to watch the kids. This would, enable them to, have that ability to have those finances. Why do small business owners need our products? They've got expensive health insurance with really high deductibles. This product may allow them to pay less than health insurance premiums by getting a higher deductible plan, just so that they can offset some of that out of pocket. They may have to pay someone else to do their job if they're not working. They have more assets to protect. They have more fixed expenses, overhead at work and at home. They work their entire life to build this business, guys. They don't want to lose it due to cancer or a heart attack or a really horrible accident. That's the last thing they want to do. And my favorite out of all of these, this allows them to be a hero for their employees by offering more benefits at no cost to them. It's a win-win. They get to be the superhero for offering more benefits and they don't have to pay for it. Employees are part of their extended family. Oftentimes they're very emotionally attached. This allows them to, help their extended families during the hardest times of their lives. Help protect the families of the business. So if the owner got sick, there would still be a business to run. And then we've got affluent people. Why do they need our products? Because why use your own money to help with expenses if you can use somebody else's, especially since you get all your money back? We get that rebuttal a lot. Oh, I've got a lot in savings. Yeah, the last thing you want to do is spend your money. Go ahead and spend ours. They have a lot more fixed expenses that will still be there if they are sick. They have become affluent from a series of smart decisions. This is another smart decision. Most affluent people aren't really affluent. Most are living above their means as is, just the perception of being affluent. So don't let them fool you into thinking that they have, millions in the bank. Chances are they're working at a Jiffy Lube. They probably don't have millions in the bank. Why do younger people in their 20s need our products? Cancer plays no favorites. It affects the young, the old, and the healthy. I mean, guys, just look at Sarah Blaylock's testimonial. She was 24 when she signed up for it, 27 when she got cancer. You lock in a lower premium now, especially knowing that you get your money back. Guys, the way that I look at all my plans is it's a savings account for me. I want to retire before I'm 72, which is the age that you can empty out your IRA without a penalty now. I know that I'm getting all this money back in 25 years, which will put me, I'm bad at math, like at 51 or 52. It just makes a lot of sense. It's hard to save money. You have insurance, plus you get unused premiums back in your early 40s, early 50s. So use the return of premium to celebrate a 25-year anniversary for newlyweds. That's also, a really good way to put it. No burdens on your parents. If you're living away from home, the last thing, we get a lot of young kids around here that say, oh, well, I can just move back in with mom and dad or have them take care of it. But it's like, do you really want to be that burden on them? So this allows them to be able to take care of this on their own without mom and dad's help. Use return of premium for a college saving plan for their kids or their future kids. enroll in the policy while they can still qualify. Guys, I talk to people all the time that are in their 20s and 30s that, they have a minor heart problem, or they just got a bad biopsy back, or, who knows? That means they can't get the plans. It's as simple as that. You're the healthiest you're going to be today. Let's get you covered while you still qualify. The ICU rider, the complications of pregnancy, children born premature that end up in the NICU, that is a huge one for every single person that I sit down with that's under the age of 40. I say, I know this is a really personal question, but do you plan on ever having children one day, or ever having more than one child? And when they say yes, or, oh, I'm not sure, it's like, cool, that's exactly what this is for. And I just explain, as long as you're not currently expecting, as long as it's after 10 months from today, this plan would cover any children that you have born into the NICU, which we all know happens way more often than not these days. And it's the cheapest plan that we have. So people are getting the ICU plan just for the fact of, you know what, I want kids one day. You never know, when they're going to be born, how that pregnancy is going to go. If they're just getting started with life and something happens, they haven't saved as much money, they're not only plowing through it, but then they have nothing. So that allows them the ability to keep their whole life together. If they're active with sports like riding ATVs, jet skis, could potentially get into an accident. I cover a lot of people down here, and their reason is either I do dumb shit, or I like to do crazy things. We've got a lot of people around here that ride ATVs and motorcycles and dirt bikes and side-by-sides. They're like, well, I could have used this, like a month ago when I flipped it. It's like, yeah, that's exactly what this is for. Why do families need our products? Statistics don't lie. 3 out of 4 families will be affected by cancer. Last thing you want to worry about is money. You work as a family to build that up your entire life. It allows for the best care and the best environment with everyone there. You don't have to leave anybody behind and pick and choose. Oh, I can just go with the kid. No, both parents get to come. They have more expenses, more responsibilities, more mouths to feed. Electric, water bills are higher than normal with a big family. This allows them to keep their whole world spinning. If one person gets wiped out, they all get wiped out. Families are teams. The last thing you want to do is wipe out the whole team. Most accidents happen within 20 miles of the home. So, it's just covering your butt in the case that something happens, because more often than not, it happens when you're just really close to home, not expecting it at all. Why do men need our products? 1 in 2 men get cancer, 1 in 6 men get prostate cancer. It gives you the choice for better care or specialists. Early detection benefit might get more men to the clinic. I know that there's a lot of guys that I work with that are like, yeah, I don't get my checkups. It's like, okay, well, we're going to pay you a lot of money to go get that done. And I just had another guy text me yesterday. He was like, hey, I actually just got all my screenings done. How do I get paid? So I do find that encourages a lot of people to go out and get their checkups done. More men battle prostate cancer than women battle breast cancer, guys. That's crazy. A lot of men, they go through it, and this is just going to allow them the financial stability to not go through everything they worked their whole life for in the middle of it. They're the primary breadwinner more often than not, and they need to replace lost income to keep their family running. Why do women need our products? Most women like having a sense of security and knowing that things will be taken care of when something happens. This allows them to do that. 1 in 3 women get cancer, 1 in 8 get breast cancer. Most women run their families. If they get sick, they're going to need some help with the kids, with life at home, etc. And if the woman's a stay-at-home mom, there's no replacement of income when the husband will need to miss work or hire someone to help out. Why do husbands need our products? Most men want to have a feeling of being the provider and protecting their families in the event that something happens, where they could wind up feeling powerless, helpless, less of a man. So this just allows them to do that. Their family is often relying on their income. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. Most men make more than the women do, and they need to get the best care because their family needs them. Why do people who own their own home need our products? Whether they're sick or healthy or injured or not, they still have bills that need to be paid every single month. And obviously, guys, they could lose their house. You have a house for a reason. You don't want to lose it. This is the chance to get the protection you need so that you don't have to lose it. And lastly, why do self-employed people need our products? I find that this is like the biggest one. Many times these people have private health insurance with really high deductibles and more out-of-pocket expenses when something happens. There's no such thing as a paid day off for the self-employed. Guys, we all know that. So that, when they're going and they're getting their cancer screenings, or they're going and they're getting those checkups, or they're going through treatment, or they're in surgery, or they're in outpatient, there's no paid days off for them. They don't make or have time, or they don't know where to go out looking for benefits or protection. They're too busy working. They're not just going to shop the web for some heart insurance. That's not in their list of to-dos today. So we have to go to them and show them that this is an opportunity for them. Many times self-employed people work even when they don't feel well. So a plan like ours, where you get paid on what happens to you rather than if you can't work, is beneficial. Many times they're not off work long enough for disability to even kick in. They're often the lifeblood of their business. The business would go under without them, and they're often the primary breadwinner of their home. So that just means, if they're owning their own company, they're probably bringing in more income, but if they can't keep their whole business afloat, then there's no income coming in there. Real quick, if two different people could give me your number one takeaway from everything I just went over, go ahead. Come on, guys, speak up.
Kaitlyn, is Tyler.
All right. Hey, Tyler, what was your number one takeaway?
Well, just the fact that, I was surprised too about the prostate cancer being more likely in men than breast cancer is in women. And a lot of guys that I've spoken to are just think it's nothing to worry about. So.
Yep. Never going to happen to them until it does, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for chiming in. All right. One more person.
I think for me that it's more, I guess, being more, not more forceful, but being more forceful in, hey, you really need this, what are you going to do if, I can't say more passive, but, it's hard for me to kind of be in your face when it comes. I don't want them to be like, oh, you're a rainbow vacuum cleaner kind of salesperson, So
listen, you need this more than a vacuum cleaner, I can assure you, right?
Right.
All right, awesome. Well, you guys go out there, have a wonderful Tuesday, and let me know if you guys have any questions on that. But yeah, go out there and kick some butt and eat some tacos tonight. Taco Tuesday. Bye, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you, Kaitlyn.